security cop from the newspapers.
Arrive on the scene.
Remember the dead lady they found?
Insta-heater.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
I want to speak to Mr. Steffens. So we're interviewing Don Steffens after he gives us, shows us the ticket and gives us a clue. So we ask him about the travel competition and he tells us the truth. We're now going to ask him about the suburban redevelopment and we will doubt him. After concluding our interview and using the Gamewell telephone, we are now headed to Gulliver's Travel Agency. Gulliver's. So we get to the travel agency and we're looking at the ledger. We want to
Here they are. Steffens.
point out the Steffens, and we also want to point out the Sawyer family.
The Sawyer family. Rosewood Avenue.
So now we have a couple questions for the travel agent guy. We're going to ask him about suburban redevelopment, and he will tell us the truth. And we're going to ask him about the promotional travel contest, and we will doubt him. After concluding our interview, we're now headed to suburban redevelopment. Suburban redevelopment's next destination.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
So it's not a clue, but if you want to come in
So
and
Elysian
check out
Fields
the
builds the
postcard.
houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
So now we're headed to the Sawyer house fire. Current destination. So we arrive at the Sawyer house, and after speaking to the coroner, we want to come over to the side here and check out the regulator valve.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
So after apprehending the fire bug, we are now been invited over to fire station number 32. So we are headed to the fire station. So we get to the fire station and they have a little challenge for us. It's pretty easy. Set that there.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Boom.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So after getting our clues at the fire station, we're now going to head to the Insta-Heat factory. So we arrive at Insta-Heat and we have sat down with Ivan Rasic. We begin with 2 questions to ask him. We're going to first ask him about the InstaHeat Model 70, and we will doubt him. Next, we will ask him about the heater service history, and he will lie to us. And we will use either of the heater service by Ryan or heater service by Varley clues as evidence. So InstaHeat Model 70, we will doubt. Heater service history, lie. Evidence is the heater service clues. So after using the telephone
Here.
and
Happy now?
getting a bunch of persons
Stick
of
around,
interest,
Mr. Rasic.
coming to investigate the lockers.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
1947, not 1927. Of course, a golf match, fella.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
And then the final locker. Mosquito coil.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
And the mosquito coil.
Barley has a problem with bugs.
So after searching the lockers, we're now going to head to Clemens' work site. Clemens' work site's our first of destinations. So we arrive at Clemens' work site and we have 3 questions to ask him. First question is going to be about his knowledge of Varley, and we will doubt him. Next question will be about the knowledge of Ryan, and he will lie. And then we will ask him about his employment with InstaHeat, and we will doubt him. The evidence for the lie about the knowledge of Ryan question is going to be the Clemens Antichrist pamphlet. So we're going to use the Clemens Antichrist pamphlet as evidence for the lie when we ask him about the knowledge of Ryan, doubt him on the employment with InstaHeat, and we will doubt him on the knowledge of Barley. So after questioning Clemens, our next location is going to be Ryan's work site. Ryan's work site is our next destination. So after snatching Ryan, we're now headed to Barley's work site. Barley's work site is our next destination.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot! Stop or I will shoot!
Guys, let's get to the station and close this case.
All right, so now we're headed to Wilshire Police Station to close the case. So we arrive at Wilshire Station and we want to go to interview room 2 first to interview Reginald Varley. First question we're going to ask him is about the work at Sawyer residence, and he will lie to us. And we use the heater serviced by Varley as evidence. He's going to lie to us on all of these, actually. So I'm just going to go to the interview evidence. So the work at Sawyer residence, we use the heater serviced by Varley evidence. The suburban redevelopment question, we use the Walter Clemens statement.
Hey,
Buddy, why don't you stand around some more while I sneak out that door?
And for the InstaHeat Model 70 question, we use the mosquito coils as evidence. So, the InstaHeat Model 70, we use the mosquito coils as evidence. The Suburban Redevelopment, we use the Walter Clemens statement as evidence. And the Sawyer residence question, we use the heater serviced by Varley. So after concluding our interview, we can either charge the suspect or leave the interrogation, and we are going to leave the interrogation and go interview Ryan now. So now we come into interview room number 1, and we're going to conduct our interview with Matthew Ryan. We're going to ask him about the anarchist literature, and he's going to lie. We're going to ask him about the InstaHeat Model 70, and he's going to lie. We're going to ask him about suburban redevelopment, and we will doubt him. We'll ask him about the attempted murder charge, and we'll doubt him. Now, the evidence we'll use for the 2 lies are the anarchist literature. We have Ryan's anarchist pamphlets.
I can wait just as long as you can.
Right there, we have the anarchist pamphlets for the anarchist literature question. Then for the InstaHeat Model 70, we have Ivan Rasic's statement as evidence. For the InstaHeat Model 70 question. So the anarchist literature we use as pamphlets as evidence, InstaHeat Model 70 we use Ivan Rasic's statement as evidence, and then we doubt the next 2 questions. So our interview is now complete, and we can charge either suspect, and I don't know about you, but look at that mug right there. I'm charging this guy. But we want to charge Ryan, and this is what's going to earn us our 5-star Valorous rating. So, charge Ryan as a suspect.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.